I'm Robert Green, Rabbi at Congregation B'nai Israel in Basking Ridge, and I'm going to talk about Vayishlach, our weekly Parsha, for a few minutes. Many arguments can be made for why Jacob tricked his brother out of his birthright, and then tricked their father into giving him the blessing that, according to tradition, was intended for Esau, the firstborn. We know that God gave Rebekah a prophecy that she had two nations in her womb, and that the elder should serve the younger. And we know that ultimately Esau was arguably happier with his life than he might have otherwise been. But these don't change the fact that Jacob was deceitful, which likely by no mistake is indicated in his very name, which translates as supplanter. He supplanted his brother twice. How can it be that one of our patriarchs would gain his place in our history through deceit? And then Jacob wrestles with whom we don't know, perhaps with an angel, perhaps a man, perhaps his brother Esau, or perhaps he was wrestling with his own conscience. At the end of the night, when Jacob prevails, he demands a blessing. "What is your name?" his wrestling partner asks. He replies, "Jacob. Your name shall no longer be called Jacob, but Israel, because you have striven with beings divine and human, and have prevailed." What does it mean that he has prevailed? Was it just about a wrestling match? A bit later in Genesis, we read that Jacob arrived in Shechem, shalem, whole or complete. This is a man who's been engaged in such trickery to the point of fearing that his own brother might want to kill him. How do we reconcile that? Maybe what we can take from the story is that to be whole does not mean that one must also be perfect. After all, do you know any human being who is perfect? Maybe being whole is the sum total of our Yetzer Tov and our Yetzer Hara, our good inclination and our bad inclination, our good deeds as well as those of which we are not proud. And maybe becoming whole involves wrestling with the different sides of ourselves. Shabbat Shalom.